Hey y'all, Halfmilesniper here, and today we're back in the garage with my Remington 700 AAC-SD 308 with a 20-inch barrel. It's currently residing in the original Hogue rubber over molded stock, but today that's all going to change. So y'all sit back, kick your feet up, enjoy the ride. My Remington 700 and 308. Basically unmodified. It's got a Millet tactical scope and a MRAD on it. I did put a PWS primary weapon system brake, compensating brake on it, and I did modify or upgrade the internal magazine to a 7-round magazine. That's why it has this extension down here. But it's still an internal box magazine. Today, we're going to be relocating this rifle from this chassis into this Outlier chassis. And we'll talk about that Outlier chassis in just a moment, because it's a little Frankenstein chassis. So, this Outlier chassis here, the center portion of the body, the part between my hands, that came free with the Outlier barrel I bought for my 6.5 PRC. So all it was just this centerpiece. No pistol grip, no buttstock, no forend. Eagle Run 2.3 talked about this previously. $99 chassis, free chassis. Well, it's only this portion. You still have to buy the rail. You still have to buy a pistol grip. You still have to buy a buttstock. So they sent that. And I got the rail, and I fitted my MDT pistol grip from my Oryx chassis on my 6 Creedmoor, because I put a vertical grip on there. And well, let me back up a little bit. Originally, the chassis and the rail were black. And I tried my hand at Duracoating. And I Duracoated a Magpul buttstock that really didn't work with this. I mean, it bolted, threaded on, and it fit, but it was uncomfortable. So let me bring you in close. This was the Outlier chassis from here to here. Then I had to get the rail. Chassis and the rail were black. I decided to Duracoat them. That's actually tactical dark earth. It's not quite FDE, and it's very, very flat. So I think it turned out okay. You can see right here that, yes, that used to be black on the inside. We'll see how well the Duracoat holds up. And then I did a Magpul buttstock, but for Black Friday, now that we got that turned around, I picked up an MDT SRS short and this adapter, and I was able to adapt the MDT short buttstock to the Outlier chassis. And then we're going to move this rifle from the Hogue stock into the Frankenstein chassis. Alrighty, so the SRS buttstock has a thumb wheel adjustable cheek riser, a thumb wheel adjustable length of pole, and the buttstock adjusts up and down, and it also shifts a little bit left-right. I've not played with the shifting left-right yet. I don't know that I need to, but we'll figure that one out soon enough. And what we're going to do here is we are going to break the action out of the original Hogue stock, clean things up underneath, make sure I don't have a rust or anything growing in the channel, and we are going to reset the action into the new chassis. So I'll probably do most of this work off screen, since I don't know what the AI sensors will consider modifying or showing how to modify. We're going to avoid that. So I'll bring y'all back in a minute. Okay. Stock rolls right off. Magazine spring and follower stayed with the modification to the floor plate. And everything looks very good there. Oh, I forgot. The only other modification I made was I put a Timony trigger in some time ago. Very good. I see no rust or corrosion, but I do see a little bit of rubbing. I don't know if that's going to show up in the video, but there's a little bit of rubbing right here where the barrel was actually contacting the end of the stock. So, okay, let me wipe things down, and we're going to see how that fits in the Outlier chassis. Okay, well, it's in here loosely right now. I am going to back the action screws out, put a drop of blue Loctite in, reset them, and torque them down to about 65 inch-pounds. And we'll see how how this works out. This is a 308 dummy round from my reloading set. No primer, no powder. Just a bullet set so I can set my dies up. So, my torque wrench set did not have an Allen head big enough to torque these to 50 to 65 inch-pounds. But I was able to get them torqued to, at least, my guess, at least 50 plus, using the Allen wrench and a 7/16 wrench to give me a little grip. This is an FDE mag that I have for my 6 Creedmoor. Since the 6 Creedmoor and the 308 have basically the same case, because, well, it's kind of like the 243, this magazine should work on this rifle. So first off, we're going to pop the rifle out of the chassis, or chassis out of the vise, and we're going to lock in the magazine. And you can see FDE is just a slightly different color than Tactical Dark Earth. There's something I dislike right now off the Outlier. No thumb rest. But I suppose I can rest it right here. Very good. Now, let's make sure that magazine drops. One thing I do like, magazine release I have to push down on as opposed to push that way, because those of y'all that watched my second run at the PRS match, when I was moving from the tank trap to the prone, I grabbed the gun like this and I hit the magazine release and dropped the magazine into the dirt. Made everybody laugh. Filled my gun with dirt for the rest of the day. This is a dummy round. Dummy round is going into the magazine. It's a 308. I think that one is a dummy round with a 168 grain open tip match. Now, this is the big test. Magazine is locked in. Will it chamber? I would pull the trigger because I know it's a dummy round, but I'm not going to, just because bad juju. Oops, missed it. We feed from the magazine and we eject. And I know why I missed it. I missed it because it was a live round, or a dummy round with a full bullet in it. Change the trajectory coming out of the chamber. Well, that changes everything. Now, I'm going to have to take this one out to the range and see how it shoots. So it was suggested that maybe I should take this to the range, shoot it in the original stock, and then change it over to this stock. Well, I decided not to do this work at the range. What you can do is, up here. I'll put a link to the video from the last time I took this rifle out. Took it out to the desert, and I shot, I think I only shot a 5-round group with it. 5-round group with factory ammo, and it was right at ½ an inch. But y'all can watch that up here. So let me pop this out real quick. Oh, I forgot to mention, also the cheek riser is adjustable left-right. So I can set it up more to my liking. Oh, that one's to come off. I'm spoiled with my other scopes. I gotta get way up on this one. But there's not a whole lot of room forward that I can go with it. But we'll make it work. It does feel a little butt heavy right now. I will be using my Arca Rail bipod that I have on my 6 Creedmoor, so that'll add a little bit of weight. I might have to check into some internal weights to balance this out, because it, like I said, it is a little butt heavy. It's a lot of butt heavy, but that gives me something to do. We'll see how well that works out. Okay, so I've got my internal box. I've got my follower. I've got my action screws. Yes, they're there. I should put them in that box. I think I will squirrel this away just in case I decide to go back to a standard buttstock. But I think, now that we're not going to be touching out on the end of the forend here, this rifle might just shoot a little bit better. The best group I got with this rifle, best I recall, was like about a 0.45 inch group. And that was only a 3-shot group with some hand loads. Best factory group was a 5-shot ½ inch group. But that's my free Outlier chassis that cost me about $500. It came free with the 6.5 PRC barrel I bought. Then I had to spend $150-ish on the rail. And then, I said 500? No, we'll say 400. Because I got this buttstock Black Friday sale at MDT for, I want to say about $250. So that's 400. And then I had to buy the adapter here, which was another 40 bucks. So $450 for my free chassis. Yeah. Go watch Eagle Run's rant on that. But I got the chassis itself free with my 6.5 PRC barrel, which, according to the video I saw at Rob's Reloading, his 6.5 PRC with the Outlier barrel shot really well. And I believe Backfire Jim did a video with the 6.5 PRC barrel on a Howa 1500. I don't know who he got to do the work or if he did the work himself, but I did my work myself. And it was difficult. But this is my Remington 700 308, my 700 AAC-SD, fitted with the PWS compensating brake and an MDT SRS buttstock, all Franken molded together with an Outlier chassis. We'll see how it shoots next time I get it out to the range. In fact, I still have some of that factory ammo, and we'll shoot a 5-shot group with the factory ammo to compare to the 5-shot group we shot with the factory ammo in the old stock. And I would like to take this moment to remind y'all to check the pinned comment below for links to my affiliates. I have affiliate links for Sunway Photo. We got my Sunway Photo T2840 tripod here that I had the chassis sitting on before we worked on it. I've got Track Optics. I've got Anarchy Outdoors, which I might consider getting another barricade stop. And Matt Hat Jerky. Best jerky going. Halfmilesniper code at checkout. With some stuff will get you free shipping. Matt Hat's Jerky will get you 20% off your order. So feel free to check them out, buy some stuff, and use my code to save yourself a little bit of money. Well, there you have it. The conversion is done from a standard buttstock to a chassis. I do have to remember that when I take this to the range, if I don't have my 6 Creed with me, I need to steal the bipod out of my 6 Creed's case. So we have some way to bipod it until I get another Arca mount bipod. I will borrow my magazines for the 6 Creed because, well, as you saw, dummy rounds feed and cycle from that magazine. And we will see how well it shoots. Hopefully, we'll be able to do that before the new year. But weather says otherwise, but we'll see. As always, Halfmilesniper reminding y'all, stay strapped or get clapped, carry everywhere you can. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's getting crazier out there. No one's coming. You're on your own. You are your own protection. Keep yourself and your family safe. And I really do appreciate y'all hanging with me. Thank you so much. I can't wait to get this to the range. I'm sure y'all can't wait to see it at the range. And until next time, Halfmilesniper reminding y'all, stay safe, keep shooting. We'll catch you next time.
Send it. Hit.